We're playing Vitalize in our Petitioners deck. Simic Mill gets the combo piece that might just take it over the edge. We're coming off of a 5-0 that we had with the non-Vitalize version, and I really wanted to showcase the Vitalize version, which is green and 1 for an instant untap all creatures. So you can imagine once you have your Petitioners out, it's that win more, seal the deal type of thing. Now, this type of card is really good for punishing the combo decks and the slower control decks if you can get there. The slower mid-range strategies might be a little bit harder because of the amount of removal, but ideally in a metagame where Deadly Dispute isn't around, hopefully there's a little bit less black in interaction overall. Vitalize just helps you get these crazy big swings where you're able to mill your opponent for 24 plus cards, especially if you get yourself to a high number of cards milled. And honestly, this deck has a lot of legs. I find that the big problem with this deck is the play draw, just like with many decks in Magic out there, having the play, being able to start off on a 1-drop and just get your creatures out early so that you can start milling yourself to maybe find your Nod of the Bone, stabilize, then start milling your opponent is really important. As long as the control decks are out there though, it's going to be a little tough. You want to prioritize getting out your Persistent Petitioners underneath the counter spells and then getting out there. The sideboard is where we struggle a little bit. It's just because of the colors we're in, we don't have clean options. There's the 3 Spellstutter Sprites, Dispels, Blue Elemental Blast, Gut Shot, one more Masked Vandal for the Affinity, and Nod of the Bone because you need the playset into burn. One thing I wanted to try, let me know in the comment section down below. There is a black and blue version of this deck, black, blue, and a little bit of green as well, for the Persistent Petitioners deck that uses black. There's a black Petitioner that when it enters, it draws you a card and has some sideboard cards that can line up a little bit better sometimes against the metagame. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see that version of the deck come next week. I'm really enjoying the Petitioners deck. It may not be the most meta thing in the world, but it has so many great tools if you're able to get there. On the play, let's hit them with the good luck, have fun. And then the hand's decent. It's got 2 lands, starts with the Pawn Prophet. That's the first card we're playing. If we need to get any deeper, we can Winding Way. So let's start with an island. Gotta make them think we're blue. That's the thing I always wonder. Should I make them think we're blue? Like mono blue or some type of green based strategy? But what green based deck goes Forest Pass? Like if it doesn't feel consistent, but blue pass is legit. Oh, we're up against burn. Okay. Winnable matchup, winnable. Okay, so we got the Vitalize. We need lands now. That's the big thing. I don't want a Winding Way for lands. Not yet. If I could just draw 2 lands in a row, that'd be great. Okay. Hey, you know what? Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. Don't RNG look it up at me. Don't forget that I rolled my eyes. Forget that I rolled my eyes. This is good. I'm happy. I'm not being I'm not upset. Please. Please. I just give me one more land, please. No block on the Prophet. No block on the Prophet. That's good though. No haste creatures. Burn's playing like Gutter Snipe now. It's like, it's wild. Burn's playing Gutter Snipe. Oh, okay, so that allows us to, that helps speed up our clock. So we can Petitioners next turn, mill ourselves. The whole point is we need to mill ourselves like 25, 30 cards somehow. It's not 30, it's gonna be in multiples of 12, right? Regardless, a little over half of our deck. That way, whenever we gain life off the flashback of our life gain spell, it puts us so far ahead that we can now turn our persistent Petitioners back at our opponent. Problem is, this is where things start getting scary. They have the Kessig Flame Breather out. The big thing is if they go thing pass, like Gutter Snipe pass, that's where things start getting real problematic for us, honestly. Okay, Tomb Raider, not bad. Play the Tomb Raider. They might be trying to find a land. In which case, this is big. This is big, big, big. Big. Okay, perfect. They can't fire. Oh, they had another land. Okay. Are they gonna Petitioner us? Are they gonna like remove the Petitioners, I should say? Because that'll slow us down. No. Right, because yeah, 4 artifacts. Right, okay. That's not good. Okay, we take 5. I'll take that as a gain 4 though. We'll pass right through, no blocks. Pass right through. No blocks there. I'm thinking it might be better just to start off with Winding Way for lands. I think this might just be better. Yeah, set ourselves up just a little bit. We will Bellowing Crier. Right? We can, yeah, so we'll Bellowing Crier. This really sets us back, but we'll drop the Mothdust. So next turn we can do the Vitalize thing next turn. I don't even know if we have next turn. That's the problem. I don't even know if we have next turn. Like, we have some creatures in there. Like, I can go Persistent Petitioners, Glistener Seer, still hold up Vitalize, right? I should have just played the Petitioners. I just didn't want to expose it to more removal, but I guess getting removal onto it is better. So I might just be thinking that wrong. Like, trying to set this up. Also, I mean, being on the draw against this is just, like, not great in general. Please find, like, 2 lands. I mean, okay. Synthesizer. Problem is, I don't have this many turns. That's my problem right now. Another Mountain in Exile. I love that. I love that for them. Okay. Mountain gets played. If they remove another one of our creatures, we might just be taking the L. We might just be taking the L, but let's see. We'll pass through take 3. Okay, we're at 7. Galblast is really scary. It's a really scary magic card, but let's see. Opponent. We're close. Again, these are... It's winnable. It's winnable. It's winnable. It's winnable. Okay, so let's Persistent Petitioner. Let's Glistener Seer. Okay. So we don't want to, like, just pass through everything here. Please don't have, like, a bolt at end step. Please, 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 please. Yes! Okay, means something. That means something. Yes! Yes! No! Please! Please! No! Don't have it, don't have it, don't have it, please. Please. No! Good for them, good for them. Alright, fine, fine, fine. Yeah. I don't want to show them the Vitalize. I'm not gonna bring it in here anyway. Yeah, we're gonna take out the Vitalize. We have to play a slower game. We have to play a slower game with them. Bring in the Gnaw. The Masked Vandal is not bad, but regardless, actually just play this. We don't need to, yeah, just drop one of them. We'll keep the amount of creatures we have the same. I believe this is how we should be boarding, though. Bring in the Gnaw to the Bone. The Blue Elemental Blast just helps deal with the Kessig or a Gutter Snipe if they're playing it. And that's where we're at. That's fine. They were on the play. They were just able to get out faster. Seeing 3 Galvanic Blasts, unfortunate. Regardless if one of them shot us. Regardless if one of them shot us. I would like to use this Vitalize, though. We had it there, but we had the use for it. But I want to get the mass untap. Let's see what we can do. Opponent. Vitalize is... I want to be able to use it, because the thing is, it's for the combo matchups, should they come up. It's for speed. Like, if we're up against the mirror, we definitely want Vitalize. Vitalize just overdrives it. If it helps in those game 1 scenarios where you can blow them out. Like, there's matchups for it. It's just, this is one of these matchups where I think we just want to slow things down a little bit. Vitalize is like a win more card here. Generous Ent, taking that out might be a little controversial, but I feel like just we want our creature count. Winding Way actually is kind of good here because regardless of what you do, it will just put Gnaw to the Bone into the graveyard, but it doesn't help us find Blue Elemental Blast, which is okay. Which is ultimately a-okay. Opponent taking up all the time of the world just to sideboard. Gutshot still for that blue matchup. Now I'm like curious if Gutshot is even still worth it. Right now it seems like Fairies is there, but Jund Wildfires has still managed to make a comeback in the format. So Fairies is going to be worse, but Control is a little bit better. No, this is too slow. Okay. All right. It'll have to be this one. We will kind of want to keep one in hand. No, we'll drop the Gnaw. We'll drop the Winding Way. I lied. We'll drop the Winding Way. We got plenty of time before we're doing anything. I think that's the problem here, but we do get to start off and set up our mana a little bit. By the way, if I do find an island, I will be playing the island. I will be playing the island. I'll go Island Glistener Seer. I will just take it from there. 4 lands is generally all I need. 5 is nice, but 4 is generally all I need. So they got their artifacts to set up. That's not much we're doing. Right, and then we will return. Simic returns the forest. We'll pass. Next turn, honestly, it might just be Forest, Glistener Seer, Forest for Winding Way, Forest for lands to put some creatures into our graveyard and some other stuff into our graveyard, and then we'll play Glistener Seer. Okay, next turn. So let's play the Glistener Seer. Let's play the Winding Way for lands. Got a Blue Elemental Blast in there, but 2 Persistent Petitioners in there. We can, from there, we can start hitting their lands if we want, because part of this is just going to be about slowing them down. So if we can Galvanic Blast, like if we can slow down a Galvanic Blast, that's big. We just have to hope this is one of those draws where they don't have a bunch of lands. And maybe I'll speak it into existence and they'll play a land. But just being able to get their Great Furnace is going to be important. If they're tapped out, if they play a land and tap out, I will probably go for the Blood Token. If they don't play a land or they just don't tap out, it's going to be the Great Furnace that we take. Because the Blood Token they might eventually use, reducing the artifact count. Might even get the Synthesizer. If they tap out, we might even get the Synthesizer. So Mountain enters. A little unfortunate. That's okay. Let's see how they play this. And I have my lands, I have my creatures. I don't really want to use the Seer. I'd rather, so if the Seer doesn't die here, great. I'd rather have it up for defense to turn after to like block the Epicure. You know? Okay, Impulse to set up. And the thing is with Synthesizer is when it enters or leaves, exile top and then play it until the end of turn. So I could just permanently get rid of a card that they just like, they're just not gonna have access to. So I could do that like pretty easily there. And I think I will. So I will do this. Masked Vandal will target the Synthesizer. This also just like long term gets rid of a threat. Get rid of a Petitioner. They exile the top. Yeah, so they get an Epicure in there, which is great for us. Huge for us. And next turn, if somehow my Persistent Petitioner does not die, we are, oh my god, I'm gonna Petitioners mill myself, Gnaw to the bone. Oh my god, we are gonna get ourselves off here. Get ourselves going off. All right, another synthesizer to continue setting up. Just yield through that. I imagine the gobbo will come down. Mountain. I like that. I like that. All of your reach is disappearing here. So Goblin, Tomb Raider. They play the mountain. Is it still in there? It's still in there. Okay. Yeah, the thing's still in there. So Tomb Raider. Epicure. They're coming in for damage right now. They are coming in for damage. Very creature heavy draw here. Yeah, you gotta be careful about what you're swinging with. You can swing with a Tomb Raider for like pretty free. Okay. Go to our turn. Nice. I would rather play the Petitioner here. And now we're just off to an insane place. Persistent Petitioner. This is our fourth one. Opponent, are you throwing a burn spell at me? Pyroblast. Unfortunate. That's okay. In that case, we will hold off. We will just Bellowing Crier. Okay. Definitely the Knot of the Bone. I was thinking like, do I get a little zealous? And like overzealous and just like discard the next card? No, I'm not discarding Winding Way. Winding Way is gonna draw me some cards. Winding Way is gonna draw me some cards. So we got the Crier. In response to any spell, we will point the Winding Way at ourselves. Not the Winding Way, like we'll point the Persistent Petitioner Mill at ourselves. That should really help make sure this Knot of the Bone is just gonna be so pure. I love this. They're drawing really slow. They are drawing really slow. Okay, so they only have 2 artifacts. Actually, they have 3 artifacts. Okay, they have 3 artifacts. So they're gonna force me to thing here. Interesting, they're going at my life. This is incorrect. This is incorrect. This is very incorrect. Okay, so our opponent officially just gave us this game. And we're forcing a game 3 here. Yeah, opponent is officially giving us the game here. So we are going to tap 4, mill ourselves, 2, 3, 4. We mill 4, we untap, draw, mill 4 again. Hold on. See how greedy we can get. Let's do this. See if we find like an untapped land. Because then I can mill myself 1 with the Persistent. Okay, all right. Tap 4, mill myself 2. Let's keep the Masked Vandal up. Mill myself. And now all the Gnaws are in there and we are just gaining so much life. Now we can start turning our mill spell back at them. This is what we've been trying to establish. Back at 29 life. Just gained 22. It's a good feeling. Not as many creatures as I thought would be in there, but I mean, it's okay. Gaining 22 life a turn should put this out of reach for them. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Doesn't mean they can't get there. It's just not likely. Just not likely. All right, Galvanic Blast. Yeah, there you go. Definitely point that at that. Okay. Opponent is drawing a card. They discard a land. The blood tokens give them some reach. So now they only have 2 artifacts, which is good to know. How are they built up? Not much has gone in there. Like, they probably still have the monkey, like the percussionist, I should say. I was going to say the drummer, but the percussionist is definitely an option. We will have to. Okay. I don't know why I clicked through the block, but okay. I don't know why I did that, but let's Persistent Petitioners. Okay. I don't know why I didn't block there. Like I definitely could have just taken 2 less damage. I'm like being an idiot, but okay. Definitely could have just taken 2 less damage. I can bolt on this, making me do this. Milieu, 2, oh no, hold on. 2, 3, 4. Milieu for that much. Yep. Go back to our turn. Yeah, we took out, yeah, the Vitalizes aren't in here to like turbocharge us, so it's still like a 3-turn clock here. Okay, I mean, I like this. This shortens the clock a little bit, right? Clockwork Percussionist. Okay. Okay, I like this. So now our clock, now we have a 2-turn clock. Now this matters. Now we have a 2-turn clock. Okay. So now they'll go in for an attack. They'll play the Percussionist. So I'll be blocking the 2 damage, not the Percussionist. Oh, okay. I mean, I'll kill the ones. I'll kill the ones, for sure. Let's go to blocks. Let's Gnaw to the Bone here. Just kind of should. Okay, go to our turn. Love it. We will play Persistent Petitioners. Hold on. We'll Winding Way. And we'll go creatures. Oh, yeah. And then we will go Persistent Petitioners. And then we will play a Glistener Seer here. And then we will force them to use that Gal Blast on the Petitioners. Which is good. And then we can hopefully just scry with we'll use Masked Vandal as a blocker and scry with Glistener Seer. We'll draw a card. Holy, let go of the Searing Blaze. No landfall, eh? Searing Blaze. Interesting. Okay, there's a land. Another Impulse. There's Searing Blaze. That's so annoying. Why are we doing that? Let's Milieu. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Milieu for that much. So you got 10 cards, and now we just need to outlast that, right? Another card in my yard. So going for attacks. Right? We will move to blocks. We will block here and block the 2. Right? And then we'll scry at end here. Just to try and find a Persistent Petitioners. We'll scry twice. Flame Beather at me. Yep. Might as well. Go to end step. Scry here. Put that at the bottom. We're trying to find a Petitioner. Upkeep scry. Bottom. Scry. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the Petitioner. And that's the GG's. All right, we managed to force another game. That's great. All right, perfect. We managed to force a game 3. We just have to hope they're that slow. We just have to hope our opponent is that slow. Maybe the Masked Vandals aren't worth it, but they're Shapeshifters. I feel like they have to be worth it. Like, I don't want to overboard here. I think we have everything we need. Like there's a lot that works here. I could play the Dispels. I could play the Spellstutter Sprites. Spellstutter Sprite countering like Flame Breather or something is very relevant. That is a real thing. But that's overboarding. And that's what, like that's one of the few things like I struggle with, like with new decks. Once you play them enough, you definitely get this, but when there's a difference between sideboarding and overboarding. Sideboarding for the cards that you need, and there's cards that are relevant, but if they start to reach like corner cases, then you're probably overboarding. And that's one of the things that comes down to a skill of like building a good sideboard. I'm not saying this is the perfect sideboard or anything like that, but if you're building a deck from scratch, or you're with an archetype that you have been for a while and you start to get into that exploratory phase of your sideboard, understanding that sometimes you might have cards with a lot of overlap. And so you don't want that type of overlap. You might want stronger cards for specific matchups instead of like middling cards that just like kind of have a bit wider reach depending on your strategy. That's obviously not like a uniform thing. But yeah, it's obviously not a uniform thing. Okay, I begin with 7. Opponent mulligans once, which is good. That's one less resource. We got one more. Mulligan one more? Ah, they keep it. All right, fine. Slower hand, and that's okay. Ooh, Percussionist off the rip is not fun. I think I will throw a Petitioners out early here. If that's their start, I will throw a... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yes. Yes. And I think it will be worth it to clock this, to hit this Percussionist. Just like stim some of the bleeding here. Will be worth it. Didn't expect that, did you? Thought it was gonna be free. Experimental Synthesizer. Okay, play it out. You're definitely incentivized to play that. I just want to stem the bleeding a little bit, right? That's all this is about. Interesting. No lands to play. Interesting. I will definitely be playing out a Petitioners to draw out a removal spell instead of you playing out the Synthesizer. Interesting. If you don't find a land here, you have to play the Synthesizer. Oh yeah. We might just get this one for free. Oh, they found them out. No! It's okay. Do you have the burn spell for it? Honestly, I'll take that as like a gain 3 life. It's not bad. Okay. Keep drawing our cards here. Okay, we find more Petitioners, and that's okay. We will do this. We will Crier. And we will probably discard the Generous Ent at this point. It's not really a card I need. Next turn, we go Pawn Profit into Petitioners. Yeah, Pawn Profit into Petitioners. And then we just gotta hope from there. Maybe I just don't play the Petitioner. If I find another creature, I will not play the Petitioners. I will hold off on that. Impulse into thing. Damn, that's good. All right, you're coming at me for 2. Fair enough. Why couldn't they make this Pawn Profit a 2/2? At common? It'd be a crazy threat. Can you imagine a 2-mana 2/2 that enters and draws a card? Oh my god. It'd go crazy. Let's see what we find first. Let's Pawn Profit. Draw a card. Tangled Islet. All right, play that. Too many lands. I'm happy I got rid of this this Generous Ent. Too many lands. We will not be attacking. That's not a relevant thing at all in this matchup. That's not a relevant thing at all. Opponent, please just do not have the removal, please. Please. All right, Synthesizer gets you. Please be like an Impulse. There's a lightning bolt right at the Petitioners. Oh my god. Okay, fair enough. I can't block these 1Xs. I can't block them. I can't block them. I don't want to play the petitioners out either. That's the problem. I don't like, I played it out initially just to force them to have it because they missed a land drop. But I don't want to play it out into here unless I have another creature, in which case I'm going to mill myself and try and give myself some time. Oh, and the Tomb Raider. We're running out of resources here. A Winding Way would go the mile here. A Winding Way would go the mile. No blocks. Winding Way would go the mile. Okay, all right. I'm happy with double Petitioner. I'll take double Petitioner. Please just have nothing. That'd be great. Okay, please just have nothing. Double Petitioners. So that is 4 Petitioners out. That's not great. This early in the game, like what if we mill out a bunch of them? That's a legitimate concern. That's a legitimate concern. Burn can seem to grind me out if they draw it like this. They can grind me out if they draw it like this. Let's see what happens. All right, opponent. They'll go in for some attacks here. I'll take the 1. I don't want to draw you a card. I'll take the 1. What's the plan, opponent? What's the plan? Oh, I wish I had a Glistener Seer. Just to be able to scry me out of some things. Okay, 4 to me. 3 and 3? Ah, they had it anyway. They had it anyway. They had the Exactsies. Lava Dart I did not expect. I will say Lava Dart I did not expect. Lava Dart I did not expect. Good for you. I did not expect the Lava Dart. Alright. Alright. 1 damage to me. Unfortunate. They had the Exactsies. I didn't want to block there just for them to draw a card, but GG's. Gerb says hello. I will also say hello. This hand's fun. This hand's fun. It's not ideal, but it's there. Ooh, Affinity. Okay, well. Exile effect will matter then. We'll definitely play the Pawn Prophet. We need to get cards into our graveyard somehow, so I need to find said cards. So unfortunately, yeah, we shall Pawn Prophet. I didn't want a Bellowing Crier creature into the yard, but oh well. Okay, Reckoner's Bargain, draw your 2. You have a land, okay. Only 1 source of blue though, discarding a card. Pretty aggressive. Okay. From the Affinity player, pretty aggressive. Glistener Seer is welcome. You know, I'll Bellowing Crier. Okay, this is getting kind of ridiculous. I need the Bellowing Crier though. Like, yeah, my opponent isn't like yeah, I'm not able to exile a land or whatever, but yeah, that's not the point. That's not the point, you know? Whatever. We can't enable it, we can't enable it. I'm not gonna think that. Oh my god. All of that. All of that. Okay, relax. All of that. Pawn Prophet. Let's do it this way. Just need the green. This is getting ridiculous. Yeah, Simic Growth Chamber. Should have Glistener Seared, but that's okay. Let's pass through. This Hunter's Blowgun is going to be really unfortunate. If they have a Karkland Shaman, it's going to be really unfortunate. Just hope they don't. All right. That's unfortunate. I need... God. Okay. All right. Yup. Scry 1. Sure. There goes all of that. The little one shot, because this gives it death touch, right? During your turn, so. Oh well, now we have creatures to hit thing with, so there's that. Let's Bellowing Crier. Okay. We will Mothdust Changeling. We will Masked Vandal. And we will actually just take out their one blue source for now. We will take out their one blue source. It exiles an artifact, so there's that. And I'm hoping that's good enough. Obviously they could find one like right here, but I'll happily continue to take 2 in the air here. 4 in the air, I should say, sorry. Blood Fountain, that's okay. That's not okay. All right. Back to our turn. All right, that is helpful, I will say. That is helpful. I'm curious how much I should be turning at them, but... Okay, it's got to be at us. These just aren't great matchups for us right now. Let's just point this at us. We will lose that. Go to our turn. Do they have lethal? Because I didn't even find a thing in my graveyard. So we take 8. If they have the Gal Blast, they win. Oh, and they found their blue source. Yeah, this is just going to be a tough one. This is going to be a really just tough one in general. I'll just blowgun. Yeah, that just gives it a bit of a attack boost. Draw. Persistent Petitioners is a step in the right direction. We will mill ourselves. 2, 3, 4. Are you kidding me? Okay, there's still a world where this works. If I find untap land in the thing. Okay, all right. Oh my lord, that's insane. Okay, I mean, they were gonna... We were on a bit of a clock there anyway. So, Vitalize, I feel like might be good enough here. Definitely a Masked Vandal, though. Definitely a Masked Vandal. I feel like Vitalize might be the plan. If they have a bunch of red cards, if it's the red cards we care about, then maybe drop the Deep Analysis, drop one of these, play the... Actually, not even that. Not even the Blue Elemental Blast, just play the Dispels. Just countering an instant in general is probably good, depending on the counter magic they have. Like, they probably have... Yeah, just depending on the counter magic in general. Dispel's probably... Like, what is a permanent? Well, if it's a permanent... Yeah, well, see, if I need to kill a KCS, then that's going to be important there. Okay, we're gonna run it like that. Actually, the Knot of the Bone's probably not that good, if I'm gonna be honest. Drop the Gnaws. I don't know if that's the game plan we want to play. Oh my god, I'm like overboarded. Okay, just run it like that. I think we just want to be like quick, disrupt something. Oh, what am I doing? Had an extra Dispel in there. But we have our Artifact Hate. Have our Artifact Hate. Join the game. We're gonna start. This is good enough. This is good enough. It's got the Vitalize. So we're gonna start off on the Glistener Seer. We're gonna try and find a Generous Ent. Yeah, we're gonna try and dig for a Generous Ent here on upkeep. Oh, that's tempting though. Just one for now. Let's see if we can find a Generous Ent. No Generous Ent, but that does put potentially a creature into our yard. So for now, we'll do that. Okay, Mistfall Bridge. I feel like throwing out the Persistent Petitioners is one way to like enable the Masked Vandal. All right, that works. I was just like, all right, like sure. Yeah, I bet. Set you back some mana. And yeah, pass from there. Kind of mad I let go of the Masked Vandal, but oh well. But take it in the air. Okay, they found another one. Let's tap this down. I will keep the blue elemental blast. I will play this. I will Persistent Petitioners. I will move to combat, because why not? Managed to find their blue source. That's okay. There's no like bounce in this deck. There is like a black version of this deck that was like kind of cool, and I wanted to try it out, but yeah, there's a black version of this deck I really wanted to try out. It was black and green. There was like a Mainboard advisor that was like 2. It was 2 mana, and you can make your opponent discard a card. Interesting, you know? Blood Fountain, okay. Okay, so I'm hoping to just... Oh my god. I'm hoping to just naturally draw into a thing here. Naturally draw into a creature so I can like do the whole Vitalize thing. Okay. Let's do this. Creature. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna pay for this. I feel like I have to wait. I feel like waiting is correct. I feel like waiting is correct. Just to hold up blue elemental blast. Okay, let's do this. Grab a forest, play a forest. I feel like waiting is correct. I don't want to get punished. Okay, alright, you know what? We have the Vitalize. We have the Vitalize. It's okay. I just don't want to get blown up by Clan Shaman. That's literally what blows us out. Like, so far it's just 6 damage on board. They only have 1 red source. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Bet. Okay. Nice. Okay. Alright. No blocks. Take 6. I guess I can mill them for 1. I'm being suboptimal. Let's pawn profit. Played a land already. That's okay. That's a good card to discard with Bellowing Crier. Draw a card. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. How greedy do I get here? Super greedy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Milieu? I might as well do this. I might as well put that at the bottom. Revitalize. Oh my god. I love this. Tap 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave a blocker black. Leave a blocker back. Now Galvanic Blast, Galvanic Blast, Galvanic Blast. So I don't want to get got by Gal Blast because they have lethal with Gal Blast. I don't want to get got by that. But the double vital, we were able to vitalize them. Now, if we had lethal, I would have gone for it. We don't have lethal. If we had lethal, I would have gone for it. Opponent. Opponent, opponent, opponent. What do we got? Opponent, opponent, opponent. No more scries from us. Can we steal this one? Can we force at least a game 3? That would be great. That would be great. Okay, opponent. I'm happy for them to just go in for 6 here. I'd also block this just so they don't have lethal. Which might be okay. I'll block this. So they don't have like mega lethal. Okay, Fanatical Offering is chill. They'll draw 2. I mean, hey, that's shortening your clock. I appreciate that. That is why we have this up. That is exactly why we have this up. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. We are not letting you do that. We're gonna go Persistent Petitioners. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is why Vitalize is great, folks. This is why Vitalize is great. Top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we managed to get there. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. All right. Vitalize helped us speed that up. It helped us speed it up. Now, honestly, I could see Dispel maybe just helping us a little bit more than Vitalize. But Vitalize gave us that speed, so we didn't have to, like, think about grinding them out that whole time. So maybe on the draw, I want 1 more. I'll play 1 more. Play 1 more. The Deep Analysis is honestly the card that I'm always sideboarding out, so maybe I should just like take it out of the deck. Because it doesn't really add to my plan. Like I could just play all 4 Masked Vandals main, but a little bit of extra card draw is good. It is good. Opponent does what? They begin with 7? I mean, we're gonna mulligan this. It just doesn't cast the Masked Vandal. Okay, we're gonna mulligan this. We'll keep this, I guess. We'll go drop. No, no, no. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Honestly, drop and drop. A little hot take here, but I think this is the way to do it. I think the double Masked Vandal is good enough to enable. That should hopefully give us the time we need. Sure. Okay. That's hilarious. Let's do this. How greedy can I get? I'm gonna pay for this. I'm gonna pay for this. I'm gonna pay for this. It should be a creature. I should be dropping the Pawn Prophet. I should be dropping the Pawn Prophet. I'm gonna pay for this. By not being able to take... Okay, that works. Okay. Alright, bet. Even better. Okay, Thoughtcast. This deck is gonna have a lot more black. And they're gonna draw with black. Generally speaking, so I'm actually just gonna start by taking their black source. I'm gonna start by taking their black source. I'm gonna start there. 2. Sure. Okay. But even better because my next... I know where my next Masked Vandal is going. I know where my next Masked Vandal is going. Even better. Oh, we're gonna... Please don't play a land. I would love to time walk you again. Even better. Oh, we'll play this game. Oh, we will play this game. I will 110% play this game. Oh yeah, baby. Let's Masked Vandal again. Yeah, baby. Take out that blue source. Okay. Take out that blue source. Sending them back. We're not drawing any lands though, so I don't know how relevant this is really gonna be. Well, let's see. I hate that. I actually hate that. I actually hate that, but alright. Let's... go to combat. Attack. Destroy this now. Okay. Okay, so I just need now I need like an actual clock on them. Yeah, see, now the more they do this, the more they're gonna find the cards they need, so okay. Tangled Islet is something. It's just not ideal. Okay, it's something though. Okay, we're gonna continue to hold this up. Okay. Definitely not. Please? Definitely not. Okay. See, like, just keeping them off of black is so important. It is. Just keeping them off of black is so important. Off of that extra mana is so important. Okay. That is a problem. So we'll play this. Draw a card, play this. I don't friggin' know. Just play the Masked Vandal, honestly. At this point, just play the Masked Vandal. At this point, just play the Vandal. Like, I've nothing to exile, so whatever. I don't know. Haha, yeah, nothing to exile. Sorry, yeah, nothing to exile. Unfortunately, we were able to time walk them, but it just wasn't enough. Now, I can block the Enforcer, which I think can be worth it. God. Okay, alright, we lost. I think we legit just lost. Okay, we'll take the 6. We can draw like a, if we can draw a thing here, we might have a chance. That's not it. Alright, GG's. Fortunately, yeah, we were able to time walk them, but we couldn't draw ourselves. Honestly, this hand isn't bad. I will keep this. I'll keep this. It's got a little bit of card draw. I can get my forest pretty easily. We're up against blue. Okay. Honestly, this might just be about getting down the Persistent Petitioner as early as possible here, but let's see. Get a Tangled Islet, pass through. We'll play this and try and jam the Petitioners. Okay, alright, so now it's harder for them to remove. If this is actually just blue, it's harder for them to remove. Is this friggin' high tide or something? Why is nothing happening? Yo, this is like, what combo deck is... Oh, it's high tide. Yikes! We're both milling at each other. Okay, Revitalize is huge in this matchup. Revitalize is gonna be huge. Revitalize is huge in this matchup. This is gonna be about speed. So I just need to get creatures out. I'm gonna do this. I just have to hope I'm not too late. It's gonna be about speed. If they cast like 3 high tides and they show me like the relevant cards, like I'm good. Oh no. Do they have the win here? Island, play island. So you got 4 mana. 6 mana actually, sorry. Ideas Unbound and Untap. I guess there's a world where they whiff, but let's see. Let's see. High tide combo. Revitalize is really gonna help us here. We're gonna need the Dispels for sure. We're gonna need the Dispels. We'll play the Spellstutter Sprites. Merchant Scroll. I mean, they got 7 cards in hand. So you have another Psychic Puppetry. So it's just like Do you have another thing? Oh god. So you have a ton of mana. There's high tide, all 4 high tides came down. Okay. A lot of ideas on bounds. Look, there's a world. There's a world. There's a world. Now you got a billion mana. You have a billion mana. You're drawing a bunch of cards. You're gonna merchant scroll. I feel like it's deterministic at this point. Why are you high tiding? I feel like it's deterministic at this point. It has to be. That's all your high tides. It has to be. At this point, anything you have that untaps. Yep. Untap draw, yep. Anything that draws you a card. You have to get to a bunch of mana though. Pieces to the puzzle. Real top 5. Reach through Brainstorm Ponder. They're gonna draw cards. You know what? I think we can save our life and save our time. They can just have it. So against a matchup like this, the Knot of the Bones, not that great. Deep Analysis is kind of funny. But alas, we shall play the Dispels and we will play the Spellstutter Sprites. Vitalize is going to be so important here. It is. It really is. And we will drop one of the Masked Vandals. Don't want to drop too many of them because just being a Changeling is so big. But yeah, we don't need those. So we would love to play first here. Good enough. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. We can get down the Glistener Seer. Opponent starts with 7 as well. That's not good. Okay, we will play Mothdust. Play the Simic Growth Chamber. Bounce this back to our hand. And pass. We probably should just be scrying, but... Okay. Okay, so we'll scry here, see if we can find a 1-drop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a 1-drop. That is what we call a 1-drop. We will play this. We will play a Persistent Petitioner. Get that out. We'll get out a Glistener Seer. And we will pass from there. So we got our engine on. Can we find like a Revitalize to help speed us up here? Lorien revealed. Island. Okay, play the island. Do you have the ability to start going off? Merchant Scroll. Grab Psychic Puppetry. Okay. So we can mill them here. Okay, so we'll untap. We will scry with one of these. Oh, okay. Opponent just gave it to us. Okay. I mean, did we just mill over some powerful stuff? I don't even know. All right. I guess we were just able to get there, but look, now we're not on the play. So now we're not on the play. Let's see what happens. All right, opponent. Where are we at? Match is tied at 1-1. Match is tied at 1-1. Join the game. Pavel Val. What? This is a real hand that Moto's gonna give to me? This is unreal. Okay. This will have to do. Okay. This will have to do. Okay, let's pass this. We will just hold up the Dispel. We will just hold up the Dispel. Opponent chooses to... Oh, they don't shuffle. This is gonna be so dumb. I'm like almost forced. Not really, but like I'm almost forced to preordain, or not preordain, like Glistener Seer. Just to be able to scry into some lands. They bottom 2 cards. I hope that means something. That's actually so painful, but oh well, it is what it is. Okay, no, the Tangled Islet. The Tangled Islet. That way, if I draw a 1-drop, I don't have to commit all my mana to the Simic Growth Chamber. Right? Okay, they land cycles. They're probably not going to try and go off this turn. Which is good. Okay, you play that and you pass. So we try and find a land here. Honestly, I'll take it. Honestly, I'll take it, because I still have the Dispel up. We can Simic Growth Chamber. That'll bounce this Tangled Islet, and then we can hold up that. Alright, alright, alright. We're doing stuff and things. Okay. Preordain. Okay. What do we, 1 top, 1 bottom? They're setting themselves up. They're still not there, which is great. Great for us. Let's tap one of these. Okay, fine. We just want a critical mass of like threats, then alright. Next turn I can start milling them. That's the best I got, and that's like so sad. That's the best I got. I got 1 Dispel and I'm able to build. My opponent is so slow right now. We are playing so slow right now. This is just pure luck. Pure luck. Okay, I think we're supposed to counter the first one. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just supposed to counter the first one. Maybe that's good enough. Hidden strings, yep. And they had 3. God damn. Just force them out, because this is a sorcery, right? It's just forcing them to have those. Oh, they had 3. That's unfortunate. We're 0-3 in this league right now. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Peer through the depths, top 5, and then you get an untap. Maybe that's a good time. Maybe I should have waited. No, but they would have had more mana. So if I didn't counter that, like I just had to force them to like not have it. It's fine. Let them have it. We're 0-3 in this league. Really hoping to turn this league around. We'll try this. We have the Generous Ent. So I can... let's see here. I probably want to... Oh, we're in the mirror? We're in the mirror. Okay. Oh, okay. No need for that. We will definitely just Glistener Seer then. Okay. That changes everything. Let's... Oh, okay. Hold on. We're not in the mirror. Okay. This is just like Flicker Tron. Can we find another land? I don't want a Simic Growth Chamber just yet. Vitalize is fine. Put on top. Let's try it. Vitalize is fine. I think Vitalize is going to be key to us just getting there here. We'll grab a Tangled Islet. We will play the Tangled Islet. We'll pass. I'm going to try and get a Persistent Petitioners out next turn here. And then I can Simic Growth Chamber this, and I think Vitalize is going to be key. Before they start getting their crap online, I haven't played against Tron in a hot minute. I just know if they're playing blue and green, this is not, it's not Packed Tron. This is some type of like blink, flicker, whatever garbage Tron. So we're going to try and get this out. If it gets countered, it gets countered, but okay, perfect. Let's do this. I'll scry here before this draw, because next turn, we're not like decent spot next turn, decent spot. We're in a decent spot here. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's relax. It's just natural Tron. Okay. Oh wow. Didn't even have to work for it. All right. All right. Sure. If life gain is their clock, then sure. Let's do this. Let's draw a card. Cause then now their colors are turned off. So this is a good time to vitalize if I find a 1-drop. Otherwise we will just do this and we'll put a Gnaw to the Bone into our graveyard. Actually, we might just honestly put a land into our graveyard. Yeah, all things considered. Yeah, all things considered, let's put a land in there. 4, let's just mill you for a bunch. You're gonna be drawing a bunch of cards, so just shortening the clock is important. Breath Weapon. Hold on now. That's not kosher. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Okay. I am putting Mystical Teachings in your yard, though. Okay, we're gonna Impulse. Okay. Probably gonna look for some more colored sources. As long as they're not tapped, they're probably gonna have like some way to filter into colors as well. That's the thing to remember. Probably. Yeah, there you go. There's the Energy Refractor. Costs 2 though to create. Okay, yeah, you got plenty. You got plenty. Okay, you're gonna Flashback Teachings. You need black for that though. Are you gonna hard cast? Okay, just draw 3. That's fair. Swing in for 5. I mean, yo. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Am I though? Am I? I'm not. I'm not. Let's scry because we might as well. Bet. Top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and then we Vitalize. Untap everything. Tap 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then mill you for 1. And then just pass. Actually, I guess I could Generous Ent the last mana. Grab a Tangled Islet. And then pass. That is it. You're at 8 cards left. Do you have enough of a clock? Do you have enough cards in your deck where this even matters? You have a 1-of Breath Weapon. That is a thing. Oh, we're drawing cards. Oh, we are drawing cards. Okay. Okay. We are drawing cards. I mean, one-ofs make sense. If you're playing a bunch of tutors and ways to look for them. What I will say is this is kind of nice. In the sense that like this is gonna be a slow deck that's gonna take time to like build up what they need to do against us. So yeah, they're gonna go in for some combat. That will not matter at all. Let's see what happens. Opponent on what though? What are we really doing here? You dealt that much damage. What are we really doing here? Okay, 3. They're still trying to cook here. Do they have another thing? Oh, like a Breath Weapon? That'd be crazy. Didn't Robo or Horror? Oh, okay. Okay, that. Yo, check out the Gnaw to the Bone. Check out the Gnaw to the Bone. Check it out. Prohibit honestly was what I was expecting like early on. What do we got? One in a green and what? What do we? Crop Rot 4. Okay. Fair. Okay. Into opponent's cooking? Opponent's cooking. What are we? Okay, teachings. Okay. What? Wait, why? What was all that? What did we spin our wheels for? Against this matchup, it's Dispels. It's Dispels. None of this. This card's useless. It's Dispels. And honestly, the last Masked Vandal. Everything else is whatever. I'm not gonna get high enough to the point where that matters. Like, Spellstutter Sprite is a joke. Like, that's never happening. But I do want my 1 of Deep Analysis. Should I need to draw cards. Like, a little bit extra reach is important here. If we do grind out. But the Vitalize is big. I wish this was a good hand. I wish this was. If only the Deep Analysis was just a second land, I would actually keep this. But we're going to mulligan as well. Okay, good enough. Alright. Alright. We're gonna drop the deep. Take it from there. Drop the Deep Analysis. Come on, baby. Opponent's got a 6 card hand. And we're starting things off slow. I like it. We're gonna go into the Pawn Profit here. Actually, I might just go Glistener Seer, use the forest for thing. I guess not. And I think, you know what? Based on them tapping out, it's better just to get this down now before a Prohibit can hit it. Don't just have natural Tron. That's so corny. All right. Just gonna say, don't just have natural Tron. That would be great if you did it. Let's do this. Show you this. You have a Prohibit? You have some? A little some. A little some. Exclude? Okay. Exclude me then. That's fine. Go to combat. Attack. Because that's gonna matter. Like, I just don't see me doing anything else with that, so. Alright. 3 mana Impulse. Okay. 2 mana, I should say, sorry. No! They found it. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. And then we will grab a forest. And then we will pass the turn. I will not be attacking at this point. At this point, I will not be attacking. Opponent might just have this. Opponent might just have this. How is this deck even doing anything in a world full of burn? But I have to remember the bracket I'm in right now. I have to remember the bracket I'm in. Okay, Impulse again. 3 mana to Impulse. I mean, not bad. It's not bad. It's what Tron has to do. It's what Tron has to do. Opponent goes to their turn. A little slow on the take here. Red and 1. We got a Pyroblast. Oh, that sucks. Okay, let's do this now. Alright, whatever. Just keep that on top then. That really sucks. Opponent pays a bunch of mana for what? Is this gonna be a Mulldrifter? Is this gonna be a Mulldrifter? Yes, it is. Draw 2 cards. Okay. No more lands, please. No. They found more. Okay, I think this is starting. It's starting to get to the point where, like, we will probably not be able to get there. It's approaching that point. So let's Bellowing Crier first. Right? Let's draw a card. We have more than enough land, so we will do this. Let's do this. Let's Winding Way. I'll save the Glistener Seer for something else after, but... Yo, come on! There's no way. And the Prohibit. Okay. That's fine. We will... Not too much. It's not a great situation. It's not a great situation, but they're gonna have it. That's okay. Tron doing Tron things. They could very much have like not much else, so take it. No. Why are we attacking with that? Okay. Just want to do this. Masked Vandal. Don't mind if I do. Hold on. Hold on. We might be able to cook with Masked Vandal. We might unironically be able to cook with Masked Vandal here. We might actually be able to cook with Masked Vandal. Hold on. Hold on now. Hold on. Okay. Mnemonic Wall returns. Red Elemental Blast? Probably. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. What I will do is remove your ability to play Red Elemental Blast. I will Masked Vandal. Haha. What will you do now? There's no way. If they have an answer to this, I'm just conceding. If they actually have an answer to this, I'm just conceding. There's no way. You have another Prohibit? No, well, Prohibit you just need to pay 2 for this, but what are we paying all this for? Oh, if only I had a way to like destroy lands, but only I had a way to destroy lands. Yup. What? 2 mana, so you can. Okay. You're trying to just form red. Okay, blue. Mystical Teachings. Search for an instant. Might as well use it, I guess. Card with flash. Ephemerate. Okay, Ephemerate just flickers. Red in one? What? What are we doing? Okay, alright, well, okay. I'm just gonna pass through. I'm just gonna pass through. Opponent, have fun with that Pyroblast. Hopefully you do not find an Energy Refractor again. Alright, let's do this. Scry 1. Opponent. Yeah, we'll keep the Winding Way on top. We'll keep the Winding Way on top. Okay. I need to attack for now. Their clock's better. Their clock is better, but they have no way to cast the Ephemerate that they looked for, so. Hopefully these cards are now just dead in their hand. Okay. So they have an Ephemerate and 2 mystery cards. That's chill with me. Ephemerate and 2 mystery cards. What could we possibly have here? We'll look for creature. Oh! Oh my god. The draw, baby! The draw. The draw. You don't have it. That's right. Get the hell out of here. You don't have it. What do you mean? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Okay, okay. Get out of here. Okay, now we got a clock on him. Now we got a clock on him. Okay. No, 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 no. Now they have the Pyroblast. Now they have the Pyroblast. But they at least, they can only do it once. They can't go Pyroblast and Ephemerate on the same turn. They can't do both of us at the same time, so. Okay. Mnemonic Wall returns what? Mnemonic Wall returns. Maybe a hard counter spell? Maybe. Exclude. Exclude makes sense. Yeah, just a hard counter spell. Okay. Because they want to be able to account for multiple things here. Okay. Turn that into red. REB. Yep. Okay, let's Generous Ent here. Just pull that out. Yep. Now they have enough for exclude. which is the sucky thing, but at least they're able to only do that once, right? So now they're going to be able to exclude my Persistent Petitioners, which is really annoying. Let's Pond Profit. Oh no, they can't. Sorry, they can't actually. I don't know why I'm thinking they can. I keep saying they can only do it once, but... Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god. The Vitalize! The Vitalize is actually really good here. So they can exclude here, which is fine. We shall Glistener Seer. Right? And then we will pass. We're just gonna amass a board. And we're just gonna go in for some combat, folks. We're just gonna go in for some attacky attacks. I guess that, yeah, now that they have those, that means nothing, but okay. So, they have the Ephemerate. Oh, now they can do two. I was just gonna say, now they can do two. So they can flicker one of them. Don't tell me you have another one. Oh my god, this is getting impossible. It's getting genuinely impossible. Oh, we're too slow. We're actually too slow. All right, that comes in. That limits maybe a little bit of their mana, not too much. So they can... Okay, so no more attacks from us. Vitalize isn't that great of a draw. We're gonna bottom that. Draw. Double Vitalize is not what I'm looking for. 2, 3. Or double Vitalize is not what I'm looking for, truthfully. Truth be told, double Vitalize is not what I'm looking for. Truth be told. Opponent. Okay. We're gonna cast Prohibit. Prohibit. Ephemerate. Okay, Ephemerate re-enters mnemonic wall targets. That, yes. That's fine. Pretty complicated way to just do all that. Okay, use that. They get the Ephemerate again, which is fine. We should still be able to just like outmass them here. So let's do this. If they counter this, then I'm screwed. If they counter this, I might just be screwed. I mean... okay. It doesn't get thing though. Alright. Okay. What do we got here? Glow Sleeve Flicker? Nah, GG's. I can't believe we're 0-4 in this. Folks, I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh no, oh, wait, we actually did win. I thought, oh my god, I thought that was game 3. Okay, we're back on the play. I'll take it for what it is. We're back on the play. Yeah, I mean, yo, when you Glow Sleeve Flicker 2 of those, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. When you're able to Glow Sleeve Flicker 2 of those, it's not looking good. I'm hoping to turn this around, at least get a 2-3 here, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Opponent, I don't even know. It's definitely not a Knot of the Bone game. You don't want gut shots. Spellstutter Sprite is a joke. It's just, it's not enough. It's not enough. And we don't want to start fighting their Pyroblasts. We don't want to start fighting their Pyroblasts. Oh, okay. I would like keepable. Oh, okay. Okay. I will keep this, drop the Vandal. Done. I'll keep this, drop the Vandal. It's a little slow. The problem with this hand is I really need to get a Petitioner out onto the battlefield ASAP. Mulligan to 5. Please just keep mulling more. Please, opponents on mull to 5. If this is how I win, this is how I win. Like, okay, Seer it is. Scrying with this damn thing is going to be very important. Okay. Let's see if we can find... Oh yeah, good enough. I'll take that because this allows me to just get this down. Now we just need to find creatures. Refractors, not Refractor. Prism is fine. So let's scry. Double Dispel isn't what I'm looking for right now. Mothdust is pretty chill. Play the Growth Chamber. Return this. Pass. So they turn behind here. Hopefully they just don't have a red elemental blast or something like that. That's all I can hope for right now. Okay, okay. That's chill with me. At this point, now I just gotta play the protection game. Now I just gotta play the protect game. Love it, and they're off from their Urza lands here. We will commit with this then. We will commit with the Mothdust Changeling. Opponent, what do we have? Anything? Anything, or are we just too fast? Are we just too fast for him? What are we doing? What are we doing? Because we have everything out on board now. Now we have everything out on board. I have everything I need. Is it too slow? Because you're so far behind now. You're not close to Tron. I'm gonna be able to counter things. Don't need this. I'd rather just hold this up double. Opponent. We will just mill you now. Instead of waiting. We will just mill you now. That's fine. Lose the mana. And we will just keep holding this up. Because we could just slowly win with this. This should be how we grind ourselves out. Expedition map is cool. They're gonna map. They're gonna look for their Tron land. They're gonna play their Tron land. 2 mines in there. Yeah, good. Smart on you. Get your mine before I mill them out. Get your mine before I mill them out. Draw a card. Oh my god. Oh my god. Vitalize. Oh my god. This is the lights out. This is the lights out. This is the lights out. Right here. So we can Vitalize. And we can do that again. Oh my god. Lights out. I feel like every time we've been able to like get this going, like get lights out going, it's just been a done deal. It's been a done deal. I think my opponent, actually they still have towers. Wow, they might even just have a tower in hand. They still have towers, and I have double Dispel. Opponent, oh my god, we're actually 1-3. Can we go 2-3 in this game? Number 5, let's see if we can't get the aggression going. Okay, all right. I'll take it for what it is. Okay, play this and pass. Being on the play is good. Hopefully it's just mono green stompy or something. Of course it's not. It might just be terror. Okay, so this is the time. This is our window to play Petitioners. This is it. This is our window to play Petitioners. Gas Ponder. All right. Mrit Yuhara. Mrit Yuhara. Play the Pawn Prophet and pass. We're able to meme out Tron, but that doesn't mean much. We're able to meme out Tron. So we play the Petitioners. All right, opponent. We're on the mill game, baby. We're on the mill game. Okay. That's cool with me. Okay, so... Okay. All right. That's just super annoying. So I'm just going to play out another one. Look, you have the other snuff out or you don't. It's just... It's less likely you have a snuff out. If it's Dimir Terror, we're not winning this. I'm not gonna lie. Removal and counter magic, we're not winning this. We're not winning this. I'd be really surprised if we did. Damn, I needed Aquifer. Okay. Alright. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Playing out a threat? I'd love it if you tapped out. Please. I'd love it if you tapped out. Alright, let's get a Crier out. Opponent, do you want to counter this? They do not. Drop the Gnaw to the Bone. And pass. Okay, Vitalize is not a card I want in this matchup. Like, actually, I do not want Vitalize here. I will not have the creatures on board to Vitalize. They will... These are the immediate... Like, put away, put out of reach type of card. Okay, mill you for 1. Now, honestly, I'm feeding the terrors here. But I kind of need to. Okay. This is what they counter. You have the counter spell, this is what you counter. There's no way. There's no way you don't have the counterspell. Okay, bet. You just have a bunch of spell pierces? Why didn't you? Oh, okay. Okay. Why didn't you counter the pawn? I mean, I guess, you know what? Fair enough. I guess they don't know what's in my hand. Like, they were trying to see if I was going to play a second Persistent Petitioner. So that's fair too. Yeah, that's pretty fair too. Because the last thing you need, if you don't have the removal, the last thing you need is a second one resolving. Cryptid Serpent's fine. Not fine, but it is what it is. Brainstorm. You got to think about the cards that you put up there are the cards that you don't care about losing. All right. There's the clock. Oh my lord. Okay. I think we just lost the game. I'm not gonna lie. I think we just, if we have a green source, then maybe. If I draw an untapped forest, I might be able to get there. That is about it. I need an untapped forest. An untapped forest is the only thing that gets me there. Opponent. Pass the turn, please. An untapped forest is the only thing that gets me there right now. Draw. Nope. I mean, it's something. Look, I'm taking a bunch here. All right, untap forest. That's it. That's all I got. Untap forest. Untap forest is the only thing that helps here. I showed you my whole hand here. Well, I don't know the two cards in my hand, but you know. Unfortunately, it is the two cards that do not matter. I would rather these be creatures right now. I genuinely rather these be creatures. Okay, that's fine. So just a little bit of extra damage. That's so sad. Okay. So it's not over, but I just have to, so I have to block. I have to block, then thing. I have to block, then mill. Let's go to block. So we will block with 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And then we will tap 4 on top to mill you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. All right. All right. Tapped. Mill you. For 1. Draw a card. Oh, drew all the wrong. Yeah, I drew the all wrong half of my deck. Oh, it was possible. I don't know what the card in their hand was, so maybe it wasn't, but 3, and then we'll go Dispel. Actually, it might just be Gnaw to the Bone. I might actually have to do that. I don't know. It could be Spellstutter Sprite. I'm not really. No, it's not Gnaw to the Bone. One, 2, 3, 1. Just about creating a critical mass, but it might be Gnaw to the Bone. I actually like, I don't know. It's not Revitalize though. They'll counter that. I would love to play first. We're gonna mulligan this. I would like, if possible, yeah, I was gonna say a Petitioners early. We'll keep this drop the deep analysis. Yeah, opponent's mulling as well. The Masked Vandal doesn't really have a use. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to target anything, but all it means is just it's another body. That's what that means. It's just another body. Opponent's at oh my god. Opponent's at what they need to be. Let's do this for lands, actually. Let's do this for lands. Okay. And then we will pass the turn. I think we can wait. Like, we don't need to cast anything now. Because, well, I mean, they did that. Might just get a Masked Vandal off. Oh, they're gonna Thought Scour. Okay, so they're trying to aggro into their threats. Okay, so I'm gonna play Persistent Petitioners here and force them to have the Snuff out, which they probably do at this point. But it's better for me to just force it. Right. So no counterspell there. Snuff out on your turn. Yup. That's the unfortunate part. So we're gonna thin the deck. Grab the Tangled Islet. Unfortunate. We do not have the protection for it right now. But we need to develop, right? That's what it's about. We need to develop. They're gonna have it regardless. Especially if they're aggressively Thought Scouring. They have to have at least one threat in hand. At least one. Opponent chooses to shuffle, actually. Okay, so it looks like at this point they just have the counter magic. Which is fine. So we'll Persistent Petitioner. Right? They'll counterspell. That allows us to Winding Way for creatures. Hopefully this hits, like, really well. Draw 2 isn't ideal, but it's something. Okay, Lorien revealed. Grab yourself an island. Play the island. Opponent plays a Ponder. Do they have a threat? If they don't shuffle, it's a bad life. It's a sad life. It's a sad life if they don't shuffle. Opponent does what? What are we doing here? Opponent, cast the Ponder. Cast the Ponder. What are we doing from there? Okay. Declines Ponder's ability, plays a Cryptic Serpent. Yep, this is I think we've lost, yeah. Again, it's just one of those things where when it's removal and counter magic, that's when it's really tough for us. So that's when it's just really, really tough. Okay. I mean, I might as well not play that yet. We'll do this. Well, it's better to force them to have I think it's better to force them to have the removal than it is the counter magic. I feel like I feel like more reliably they will have the counter magic, and I could be wrong here, but that's the call I'm making. I feel like more reliably they will have the counter magic. Okay, if they have the removal, that's my conceit. All right, we are 1-5 in this. Unfortunately, Vitalize was not able to get us there, but it did get us some amount of wins. I'm not too mad at it. I think I just preferred the consistency of not having it. There are situations where, like, in those Vitalize slots, we may have just had like a life gain spell, and so I think just not having this is where we want to be, especially if the top of the metagame is going to have a lot of burn. You do want that, like, you want more of your life gain spells main, but it was a tough league overall. GG.